Coach joins us for this segment as we come to you from Greenwood Chevrolet on Mahoning Avenue in Austintown. Coach, usually we're talking an opponent. There's no opponent, but you know, a guy like Bryce Oliver who comes in, just what's that type? What's he mean to the program and to that wide receiver group?
You know, his leadership, and you know, last year we put him through his senior year last year, and then in December, you know, he already has his degree, and you hear a lot about the portal. And here's a guy who says, no, coach, I want to come back. Here's an all-league player and says, no, I want to come back. And that just speaks about our locker room, the brotherhood. I think our kids love playing with each other on the field and supporting each other. And, you know, to have someone want to come back, and I think that's what our kids have created. We've always said, you got to win in the locker room before you can win on the field, and that's a testament right there.
So an idle week, it's not an off week, but there's no game on Saturday. So I know it's the schedule's the schedule. Is this bye or idle week coming at the right time?
Yeah, bye weeks, you know, for coaches we like routines, you know, so it kind of breaks that routine a little bit, but we'll get back into it. And, you know, for us, you know, we don't get, you know, you try not to focus on things you can't control. I can't control when our bye week is. I can't control what our scheduling going to be, when we can practice. And, you know, we're going to go hard Friday. We'll give our kids off Saturday, Sunday, knowing on Monday morning it's going to be a Tuesday practice.
And Coach, eight teams or 9 teams are off in the league, so it's like everyone's off this week.
Yeah, and really there's no, you know, whatever we have on UNI, we have, whatever they have. So they're probably preparing for us, and they're doing the same thing. They're assessing and evaluating their team, and they're finding ways to get better, evaluating what they did the first 3 games just like us.
A couple of teams are in action from the conference. Illinois State is hosting Lindenwood. Missouri State is hosting Utah Tech, and Western Illinois is at Southern Utah. So what do coaches do with an idle week? Do you have a Saturday where you're not coaching a game?
Yeah, it'll be the only Saturday off all year. So, you know what I do? I do what my wife tells me to do, and, you know, I know it'll probably involve pumpkins, involve getting out to the lake, and it'll probably involve watching some football.
So do you watch games then, Coach?
I do.
I mean, you have a lot of friends in the
Yeah, and
fraternity.
you gotta balance it, and, you know, I got a buddy that plays on Friday night. Wisconsin plays on Friday night, and, you know, I watch Coach Fickle's game on Friday, and then, you know, the Ohio State Notre Dame game Saturday night. So those are 2 games we'll catch, and on Saturday, between everything else you do with your family, you know, I'm sure I'll catch some scores.
Coach, Notre Dame, Ohio State right here on 21, so that's a big
right.
game. So then you get back into the grind on Monday.
Then you get back into, and, you know, right now we're putting all the plan together right now, and, you know, you get a little extra day to put it in, you know, so the introduction will come tomorrow and Friday, and then we'll get into it, and we get an extra day of practice next week. You know, usually we're off on Monday, but we get to do a Tuesday practice. Our Tuesday practice, probably the most physical. We moved that up to now Monday.
And your first conference game is on the road, which doesn't make it easier.
No, it's never easier. When we tell our kids, you know, that's where, you know, our mantra, we have earned nothing. Guess what? Not going to be easy. We're going to have to go into a dome. We got to go into a tough environment. We're going to a place they haven't won since 1999. We know all that, but all we can do is focus on having a great week of preparation and get our young men's mindset ready to play a tough Missouri Valley football contest next Saturday.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time tonight. We'll dive more into the Panthers of Northern Iowa next week, but we appreciate it, and when we come back, we'll visit with the former player who's now the wide receivers coach when Penguin Game Day continues.